Welcome to BankCard Pro CRM account tracking software. In this training session, I'm going to teach you how to find the merchant ID number or the terminal ID number or the serial number for equipment or software or ATM machines for each merchant account in your system. On the login page, you're going to enter your username and password, agree to terms of service, log in. Now that you're on the home page, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the status section. And on the status section, you're going to see all the accounts that are pending and in progress of being approved by your ISO bank or processor. As an example, and for demo purposes, we're going to choose customer number 1896, and we're going to click on this account. And basically, the first thing we're going to do is when you go to the equipment section, you're going to notice no equipment is assigned to this account. So what we're going to do is edit app, and then we're going to go to the equipment options. And for demo purposes, I'm going to add one piece of equipment, one software, and one ATM machine. And when you add these pieces of equipment and software, there's going to be an equipment detail or software detail page to where you can add the specific details that apply to that piece of equipment or software or ATM machine. Like for equipment, there's a serial number, merchant ID number, terminal ID number, equipment prompts, and etc. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just add a terminal. I'm going to choose lease. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to add, let's say, a pen pad. I'm going to choose lease. Now I'm going to add, let's say, a check reader. We're going to choose lease as the pay option. Now what we're going to do is we're going to choose software. So we're going to choose PC software, PC Charge Pro, and we're going to click on add. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add ATM machine. So we're going to choose any ATM machine, choose lease, and add. Now when you add under step 2, it's going to show a summary to where you can view this equipment and software and pay options that you selected above. So right here is going to show you a demo and actually a summary of what you chose to add to this application for the app number 1896 for the DBA name for the Merchant Creative Vision Studio. So we see the summary of equipment, software, and ATM machine, and each time you add one piece of equipment or software, it's going to create a summary page, a detail page for that equipment. So for an ATM machine, you can see that it has specific fields and information for the ATM machine. So when you click on edit, here it's going to show specific fields for your ATM machine. So you can choose an option for each, and you're able to customize and add all the options and everything for this section, like ATM serial number, cash loader name, cassette type, ATM purchase option, warranty type, warranty date, ATM communication type, ATM type, owner, application version, and so on. So what we're going to do is go back and we're going to actually look at equipment item. So for the NERIT 803020, we're going to click on edit, and here you can see specific information and details for this equipment that applies to the NERIT 8320, including the terminal ID number, which you can add the terminal ID number, the serial number. You can choose a serial number that's available in your inventory, or you can just add a serial number, application ID, the date it was installed, the lease start date and lease end date, warranty options, warranty start date and warranty end date. So you can choose whatever dates you want in these fields. Then you could choose communication options, platform, printer header, receipt header, download phone number, secondary phone, dial prefix, call waiting, all kinds of other programming options. You could choose the terminal option prompts that you actually built the file so you can know exactly what is included in the file build. You can add notes and comments here. You could say it's programmed by a certain user, shipped by a certain user, and trained by a certain user. And then when you click on submit, it takes you back to the page. So now for that equipment item, you're going to see all the fields. So when we click on edit, you're going to see that we just fill out the fields. Dial prefix 1, auto close time, time zone, call waiting, return policy. Choose all these options and submit. And when you scroll down, you're going to see all the options right here in this section. Now for software, you're going to see the software section, the detailed summary for this PC Charge Pro. And when you click on edit, you can actually see the software type, the version, the serial number, version 7, software type. Just put anything you want in there. The login ID, the username, the password. You could do the website here, like www.pcsoftware.com. The payment gateway ID number, reference number, account number, BIN number, agent bank, category code, store, terminal client, terminal ID, store key, and store ID. So you could basically customize whatever you want here, but this gives the general information about the software. And you click submit, and it'll actually save all those changes to that page. And we have the software, then we have equipments for terminals, and then we have ATM options, and these 3 items are actually equipment items. So now that we've entered all that information in this application, we're going to save and go back to status. Now back to the question based on the topic of this training session. How do you find a terminal ID number, a merchant ID number, or a serial number for a specific merchant? So basically on the home menu button, you click on status and you do a search, or you can use the search apps button to search for the merchant. And let's say for demo purposes it comes up with this account right here. When you click on that account, you're going to be able to see on the app summary page, which is the page that we're on, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see the merchant ID number field here and the terminal ID field here. Now the way to find the merchant ID or add the merchant ID, you can see that there's nothing here. You would just click on the edit status button, and you're going to see the current status is user apps in, highlighted in gold color. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to go to the actual approved status level, change that, add the merchant ID number, and that's actually there. And we're going to scroll down and submit the status change. And basically you're going to get an email right away, your sales rep, saying this account has been approved. So we go back to the summary page, and you're going to see right here the merchant ID number. Now if you want to see a specific terminal ID number on this app summary page for the merchant, you're going to click on equipment, and here you're going to see that there's 5 pieces of equipment, software, and ATM machine, and you go to the correct section that you want to find the terminal ID number or serial number, and here you can find the actual terminal ID number. So when you go here, you're going to be able to see the serial number, the terminal ID number, and also you're going to be able to see not the merchant ID number on here because they'll be on the home page. Actually, it's right here. The merchant ID number, the terminal ID number, and the serial number for each piece of equipment. So when you scroll down and just submit, it'll take you back to the app page that shows you all the details. But if we go back to the status page and click on this account, you'll be able to see the merchant ID number here, the terminal ID number, or you can go to equipment and you can look at the summary page for each piece of equipment, software, or ATM machine and get more details about each piece of equipment in the system. I'm going to sign out, and this will conclude this training session.